Okay, so are multivitamins necessary if you're eating a raw plant-based diet? That's what I'm going to answer in today's Ask Yuri video.
Ask Yuri. You've got a health and fitness question? I've got an answer.
All right, guys, so Marnie's got a question, and she wants to know how necessary are multivitamins if you're eating a raw plant-based diet? Great question. Here's the thing. So if you're eating raw foods, by default, assuming most of them are obviously vegetables, you're going to be getting a ton more nutrients than the average person. The average person, I think it's about 3 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, which is pretty bad. And it's no reason that we have so many health issues. So obviously, if you know my stuff, you know that I espouse and I promote eating more plant-based foods, more of them in the raw state. I'm not saying become a raw foodist. That's up to you. I'm not saying that's the best way to eat. I'm saying what is irrefutable is if you eat more plant foods, your health will improve. Why? You're getting more nutrients, vitamins and minerals. You're getting more phytonutrients, all these amazing small little brother and sister molecules that help prevent disease, more water, more fiber, more enzymes, more awesomeness, okay? So yes, raw foods are powerful. And do you need an enzyme if you're eating them? Well, sorry, not an enzyme, but a multivitamin. It depends. First of all, not all multivitamins are created equal. I've talked about this in my Truth About Multivitamins report. You want to be looking for a whole foods multivitamin, right? So one that is based on actual whole foods, not from a laboratory and based on synthetic compounds. So if, again, I don't think there's any harm to taking a whole food multivitamin. I currently take one from Sun Warrior. It's a liquid multivitamin. I find it really good. First of all, it's liquid, which means that it's very easily absorbed. Second, it's sourced from whole foods. So it's actually not the store, but actual food, not synthetic garbage. So I know that the quality of the ingredients and the source of those vitamins and minerals is awesome. So for me, in addition to eating predominantly a plant-based diet, I still get my multivitamin in because I figure, you know what, a lot of the foods anyways are devoid or are void of a lot of minerals and vitamins because of how the soils have been stripped over the last 50 years due to poor farming practices. And there's all sorts of studies that have shown this. I don't need to reiterate this, but I think we all know this, that our soil depletion, if our foods are coming from depleted soils, then our foods will be depleted. Okay, so if for instance, the goiter belt, which was an area, especially in the Midwest or the kind of central USA, where a lot of people are developing goiters as a result of a deficiency in iodine in the diet. And that's because in that area, there's very little iodine because iodine is more prolific around the sea vegetables and so forth. So the coastal regions were getting enough of iodine, but in the middle of the country, there was very little iodine, so people were suffering from iodine deficiency and developing goiters in the thyroid. So what do? They iodized salt. They put iodine in the salt, and that solved the problem, arguably. So that's just one example of how our soil, our farming practices can really deplete minerals and vitamins out of our foods. And so I would say, I wouldn't say it's absolutely necessary, but it can be helpful. And if you're going to get a multivitamin, get a whole food-based multivitamin. And if you want to learn more about how to choose the best one, as I mentioned earlier, I've got a terrific report called The Truth About Multivitamins, what your health food store isn't telling you. Because even a lot of health food stores don't even know the difference between a whole food-based multivitamin and a synthetic one. So in this report, we're going to cut through a lot of that nonsense and show you exactly what to look for on the ingredient label so you can choose the best multivitamin for you. And in a lot of cases, it doesn't have to be that expensive. Okay, so if you want to learn more about that, you can click on the link below this video. And in the meantime, join me on Facebook. Post your question on my Facebook wall. I'll do my very best to create a video just for you in the upcoming weeks. As you can tell, I love doing this. I love sharing my wisdom and answering your questions and helping you guys out. So until then, have a great day. Join me over at Facebook, and I will see you in the next video.